Hang on to your seat, baby, because this one's a screamer. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
What is going on, entertainment? So I'm coming to y'all with another video, and that was me running from all of the drama that's been going on today. It must be the solar eclipse, you guys. So before I get started, y'all, please not too much in the comments. I'm a fair creator. Y'all can believe your opinions or not. Let me have my own opinion. I don't care what y'all opinions are. Just please be respectful, not too much in the comments, because some of you guys really take all of this personal as if y'all know some of these celebrities in real life, which you guys do not even friends of theirs. So yeah. And you know what's so crazy about this topic? And today we're talking JT and Caresha, of course, as y'all see from the title. Let's not be dumb. I remember when I recapped the Breakfast Club interview, like I think months ago to close to a year ago, everybody was like, oh my God, you're reading too much into the interview, Pierre. Not. What people don't understand is energy doesn't lie and actions don't lie either. That interview was awkward as hell. It was weird. It felt like they were mad at each other. Miami looked like she wanted to walk out that room and cuss out JT. And this is the interview I'm referring to. So first, let's start off with the tweets and break down the tweets. So Young Miami made a tweet and said LOL. So there was an influencer who's a big Nicki Stan and Barb that said, you so late. Another thing I want to throw in there, a lot of this drama that happens with these celebrities, these stans are the ones that's fueling the fire. And they fall for it every time. It just doesn't make any sense to me. It's like they do this on purpose to get days like this, and y'all just fall for it. I don't get why they're not getting the trick now. It's like there's certain people on Twitter that say certain things, reply back to certain celebrities to get a reaction out of them, to get them arguing with this person, get them arguing with that person. And y'all fall for the trick every time. It's like Groundhog's Day, and Young Miami fell into the damn hole. Okay? So Young Miami said, LOL. The Barb says, you so late. So then she put question mark, question mark, question mark. And Khalil, which is the Barb, said, the clueless role is getting tired, very. So Young Miami says, about what exactly? Put it on the floor was T. Khalil, you know you're a weirdo. You came on here putting LOL in the middle of JT arguing. Like, girl, you see it. One thing about them Aquarius women. One thing I want to throw in there, it's not like JT is still arguing with Glorilla to this minute. So that was kind of like messy on his end. This is what I mean why Miami wasn't the smartest by even entertaining him.
I'm sick of it.
And then Saucy defends Miami because the Barb is a guy and says, stay in your Tory lanes, bitch. And then the Barb says, oh, baby, them RCA checks slowed down and you have enough time to come engage in some on Twitter because them allegations was flying around. Little Miss Pissy, we ain't see nothing. Not Little Miss Pissy. So Saucy says, my agents call me every other day with an inquiry or a check for the door. How much does Stan Twitter pay? There'll be a TV show to address things you are so heavily invested and interested in. Tune in. And JT quote tweeted him and said, and I better not be mentioned since I'm not in one episode. Nothing should be addressed without me. Who are you? You done gave yourself a position of power. You're not my power of attorney. Sit your down. Saucy says, sheesh, I thought he was talking about Puff in those allegations, just like the rest of the world. What the F are you talking about? JT was dead wrong for doing this because he didn't say your name. So he could have been talking about the Diddy thing for sure. Because that's what I think he was insinuating to in regards to the whole tweet. I do not think that he was talking about JT. Now, the interview that addresses the show is this with Breakfast Club. First of all, this show, sorry, Young Miami, you can keep it. Didn't I tell you guys on my Love Hip Hop recap, why doesn't Saucy get Miami and a whole bunch of the Miami girls that are influential and make an impact Miami? I'm not interested in a duo show with Miami and Saucy. It's their shade. Like, I'm just not. We can watch that on Instagram Live. I just don't feel like it's going to be that entertaining. A lot of people deem just because you're entertaining on online that you're entertaining on TV, and sometimes it doesn't translate. Saucy on TV he's not that likable. He comes across as if he's better than, especially on this newest season of hip hop. So I don't want to see them on a show just with those two together. Would I like to see them on another ensemble cast? Yes. That's why I think Impact Miami would make sense versus just them two doing a show together. Well, it's really Miami's show, and Saucy's going to be a part of it, from what she says in this interview.
No, that's what they're filming.
I'm happy for you.
What is it?
I still want y'all to do it together, though.
I'm not like originally P approached us to do it together, but I didn't want to do it.
P, if y'all don't know, is the label head. Bell knows Peppa Pete. Yeah, I know he out here just stressed out, okay? Because Migos are done. R.I.P. to Takeoff. City Girls are going through trials and tribulations. And Lil Baby is still making the same old music. So P is stressed out. No more parties for P this year.
Really?
Wow. I want to make music. I feel like I don't want to skip over that. Like, I don't want people like I try to fall back as much as I can with personality, because I think that's why people be like, JT don't got no personality. But if you look back at our old like videos and stuff, I had so much personality, but I just hate the fact that sometimes, like you say, they buy so much into it. I feel like I get there. I would definitely get there, but I feel like I could do the music thing for sure.
You're going to be on the show a lot, though.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay.
That interview I remember watching, I'm like, this is off. This is off. It was weird to me. Since then, I noticed the weirdness going on between them. And I know some people feel like the industry came between them, but I feel like their competitiveness to be better than each other came between them. I don't feel like it's nothing dealing with the industry or labels kind of pushing them against each other, because I think they probably wanted them to stay together than separate. But I think one started to get into a group of people that the other was not too keen on. When Miami, I feel like, started to go down the Diddy train, JT probably wasn't fooling with that. A lot of people do not understand. Diddy, you never know, may have said certain things to Miami that may have caused her to start thinking a certain way. I'm not blaming this on him at all, but I'm just saying, when you introduce new people in a group that's already been established for a couple of years, the dynamic may change and feelings may start to get misconstrued, because who knows what she's being told behind the scenes. So the Twitter rants and back and forth didn't stop there. So Young Miami tweeted, "Abib been sneak dissing me for weeks and I can't say ish. What up mad at me for?" So JT said, "Oh, Miss Mamas, this your last day playing dumb." Glock loaded with this thinning clip. And they said, "What happens in the dark will always come to light. I ain't jealous of a soul. I'm always on go. I clap for everybody. I show love to everybody. Ain't a B I even show love to." And then JT says, "It's too much for me to tweet. I would like to sit down. Caresha, please." And this time, leave Santana alone. No shade, JT or Miami, but Caresha, please, I think because of the diddler is done for. Okay, I don't know if he owns the copyright to that, but I'm pretty sure he was smart enough business-wise to own that, since it was streaming on Revolt TV, which he doesn't own anymore. So there might have been a loophole for that. But Santana in this whole situation, I feel like JT has never really liked Santana. I don't think she never really did. I feel like she tolerated him off the strength of Miami. That's just how I feel. Okay? You say, "I ain't jealous of a show. I'm always on go be," and leave Santana alone. And he said, "I know I come off crazy, but never in my life did no whack ish to this girl. She literally enjoys seeing me drag when people show me love. She goes crazy and call it a hate train. But like I said, we can sit and talk about it." When did Twitter become text message threads? Twitter is the new WhatsApp. Everybody's in there. Okay, it's a big ass world group chat. Over 3-4 million users in the chat. Okay, all of this between them could have been texted. It could have been a huge group chat, and it could have stopped at the first tweet, so it wouldn't go any further. The amount that this went to me, is kind of crazy, and it's really sad to watch. I'm not happy about this because, of course, it's Miami people. It's not easy to make it down from here, okay? It's slim pickings, crabs in a bucket, motherfucker. If you're not Trina, Trick, Joy, Bobby Lights, Florida, Kaya, and some more, you're not even a big figure in Miami. Of course, I'm missing some names, but I'm just saying, okay? And he said, and I was for sure there from the beginning. You always see this time, and I'm not, never was, and never will be the problem. I'm the problem. I'm the villain. You said it, though, JT. And then she says, LOL, here we go. Okay. For you to come on here and try to play victim is crazy. Jontavia, you've been sneak dissing me for the last couple of days. You know Miami not playing games because she said JT's government name. Jontavia. I remember, this is all taught me, y'all. Y'all know how I get. I remember I had a best friend in elementary school named Shaquavia. Oh, shoot. Shout out if you're watching this, Shaquavia. That was my girl. I miss her. Okay. For you to come on here trying to play victim is crazy. Jatavia, you've been sneak dissing me for the last couple of days. I haven't said ish back to you. You made 2 whole songs dissing me, and I still wrapped your ish with my chest and showed love. So what's the real problem here? Do I think the tracks that JT has dropped are a diss to Miami? No. I feel like they're disses to Glorilla, they're disses to Cardi B, they're disses to other female rappers. I do not feel like she's dissing Miami. What would be it doesn't make any sense for her to diss her in a song and said, riding solo, but I'm still in a group. That makes no sense. She just claimed City Girl still. This ain't City Girl-ish, but this City Girl-ish. But then diss her? That's where Young Miami loses me. I don't think that's the case at all. I feel like the paranoia of everything that's going on with the lawsuit and everything is really getting to Miami. And JT, please allow Uzi to put that down. Put that down. Because clearly he's not giving you any, because lately you have been a little mad. Okay? You've been a little more on edge than usual. Is he not dicking you down over there? He's too busy making spiky hair from the gel that he has in his closet. Like, it's really bad, because now all we've seen from JT as of lately is ranting on Twitter and going back and forth. And the last thing that she needs is to be known as that artist that's always feuding online, because then you just become in the same sector as an Akbar V. But that's not going to happen because she's talented. But if she keeps on with this type of stuff, it will probably get her into that same category. You say you let the internet put in your head that I'm jealous of you when you know I'm the one that always push us. You have resentment towards me, and that's okay. And I will say, watching some of these tweets, I do feel like some people were helping Miami type. That's just my opinion. I just don't see, Miami quickly having resentment in her vernacular. I'm sorry. Y'all want me to keep it up? I'm keeping it up. I just feel like somebody was helping her put out them tweets. I don't feel like Miami was just typing it on her own. I do feel like she was in a room of a couple people, Santana, somebody was out there helping her, put out those tweets properly. I just don't think it was on her own. And she said, a B try to kick me while I'm down and play into these narratives is dangerous when I've been nothing but a friend to you. And she said, what song was about you? She said, no bars and sideways. He said, girl, the internet told you which songs was about you. The one saying City Girl-ish when they ain't City Girl-ish was released under City Girls. And the one saying Rider Solo, but I'm still in a group. Get your phone back for whoever this is, baby. Don't play with me. That's why I say that I don't think she was tweeting those stuff. Not even before I seen this tweet out. When I saw her say resentment, I said, Miami and tweet that. You know damn well. Miami, please. Okay? No. He said, oh, wow, you're really losing it. If you thought this was it, why not speak to me about it? You came on here and said LOL so people can ask you why you wasn't defending me. Attention seeking as usual. This is why Miami should have never replied back to that bar, because you fed into the groundhog hole. Okay? You fell right into it. They opened that hole, you dropped into it. And then enter Saucy. Now, this is where stuff gets super tricky, because when it comes to Miami and JT Saucy will always be a friend to Miami. So Saucy's never going to go anywhere. So JT's going to have to learn to be a friend or tolerate Saucy. I do not think JT has ever liked Saucy. I think she tolerated him for Miami. I feel like certain things that Saucy would do and certain reads that he would say would irritate JT, but she wouldn't vocalize it in regards to just on live and just in general. And then Saucy said, sheesh, I thought she was talking about Puff and those allegations just like the rest of the world. What the F you talking about? JT says, reread what I said in case you don't comprehend the first time. Saucy says, JT, you retweeted a Nicki Minaj stand asking why we didn't speak on Miss Pissy allegations, which refers to Diddy, not you. Everybody looking for answers in response to that situation will be televised. You unblocked me to assert yourself. I'm still confused. And then Saucy tweeted, I'm the problem. I'm the villain. Not gonna lie, I laughed at that. This is how you can tell they're not really mad at each other. They're just letting their aggressions out. But letting their aggression out on social media and on Twitter at that isn't the right and the best move, because it shows us that you guys are not as tight as we thought you guys were. We didn't think you guys were close bestie, especially JT and Caresha, because we haven't barely seen you guys together in how long? We don't see a whole lot of social media interactions really like that. So we know you guys aren't the best of friends, but we didn't think you guys were to the point where you guys had all these emotions built up for each other to the point where you guys are going online, letting us into the group chat. That's what's disappointing about the whole thing. And then Saucy says, JT, please, you always throw me in some issue. Unfollow me, block me like I'm the person you got a problem with. I'm the problem. I'm the villain. Please address your issues head on with any and everybody you don't like. Stop taking it out on me. I don't need to be mentioned. And he said, FYI, I was initially asked to be co-host of Caresha Please and declined. Saucy has talked about this before. They were going to make him do Caresha Please with JT, with Caresha, and he said no, he wanted Caresha to do it on her own. Everybody knows this. He said this on multiple occasions and multiple interviews. Okay? So then JT says, you're looking for a way out of your situation. Who was the first person who called when it all started? You're a sad effing case. Young Miami said, been trying to keep me on downplaying to these narratives. Not you. You weird, but always want to act like that I'm a weirdo. You always mad. It's always a problem. All I try to do is to push you, tell you the ish. You can rap, you should model, etc. You always mad doing your ish, as you should. Congratulations, but somehow you still mad at it. And then she said, if I'm ever mad, I have a reason to be behind closed doors. You have done stuff to me that I think I should just get over. You never come to my defense when I would have literally took a pow for you. When CP popped off, I was their first episode. And when someone canceled, I showed up in a red wig. You know she didn't like that red wig. Keep calling me mad like the internet do, but you know my heart pump gold. I wish you the best always and love how fast you got on here behind Santana. So Young Miami was confused because apparently they just called each other. Bring! And she said, Jatavia, we just got off the phone, confused how we come back to the internet. Now JT says that her phone was blown up so much that the tweet didn't deliver. Girl, bye. Y'all know I like JT and all, but I think that's a bold-faced lie. I think you saw what she tweeted and you like, nah, bitch. I got to reply back to that. I don't believe that Twitter had a malfunction. I don't believe in that. If you gonna click tweet, it's gonna tweet. Ain't no taking it back. It's not gonna load. It's just gonna go. Elon Musk make sure the updates are right. I just think JT likes to have the last word, and that's why she ended up putting out that tweet probably after they got off the phone. It was probably in her drafts, but she still clicked sent afterwards. She said, this tweet was before the phone conversation. Don't know why I didn't go through, baby, because everybody blown up my phone and it still stands. I'm glad to see you know how to respond. You nonchalant about everything else. And then she said, Jatavia, I love you. I'm moving on. She said, I love you more. I love you the most. Okay? Now, when it comes to Saucy and JT, I'm not going to lie. I do feel like JT's the type of girl to probably call Saucy a faggot when she mad. Now, like, come on now. The girls, I'm talking to my girls. Y'all know the girls that get mad and call you a faggot. when you're in an argument with them. She gives me the type. Still doesn't negate the fact that she's a talented bee. And I still like her. But I do get the vibes. I still don't think she likes Santana, though. I don't think she's ever liked them. Saucy replied back to the "I'm never mad behind closed door" tweet and said, "Bingo, the last sentence is the problem. This is what it's always been. How much I bigged you up. I had your back. Been through it, highs and lows, always congratulated, boosted confidence and egos. You know the real. The whites always shade for me. 1 minute you love me, next minute I'm Caresha friend." He said, "I never did nothing to you. Somehow I always end up in the receiving end of shade from the live when you first got out from and followed Block Boy JB, calling me a faggot. And you sat there snatching the mic and rolling loud, calling me your favorite op on your birthday. What have I ever done to you but be a friend?" And I do remember the Mic Snatch. Now, that Mic Snatch, I feel like was very intentional. I was like, damn, like, oh, you could have just took it. Like, she did snatch it with a little bit of aggression, okay? Now, she replied back, say, "Your career started from being disrespected on live. You're really trying to play me as a homophobe. Wow. To be fair, I didn't know how to work live. I had just got out and rolling loud got time limits, and I gave you my right to begin with. Shaking my head, baby, do not do this to me." Now, I will say, I don't think Saucy was trying to call her a homophobe. If anything, Saucy really tries to play it cute when it comes to that word. He doesn't really do too much when it comes to calling everybody homophobic and et cetera, et cetera. Even on Love and Hip Hop, him and Jock did a whole scene together where he could have did the whole, "Oh my God, you hate gay people." Like, no. So I don't think he was trying to call JT no homophobe. I just think that he was trying to narrate to her that you have made me feel disrespected on multiple occasions just off the fact that you may not see it for me like that, but that's still not okay because I'm still your bandmate's best friend. So don't treat me like crap if I never did nothing to you. That's what Saucy was just trying to say. I don't think she was just saying, "Oh, you homophobic." It's not like he said, "You call me a faggot." He said, "You stood there while they call me a faggot." Like, that's why I said she probably would be the type to call him faggot. Like, y'all know what I'm saying? Do I think she's a homophobe? No, I don't think so at all. Okay, and Saucy continued to, clarify the fact that he has a whole lot to do with it, and him and JT ended up speaking, and they're moving forward. Do I think this is the end of it? No. I think this is just the beginning. I feel like a lot of people that are in the industry are going to use this as leverage and try to get in the mess and cause further mess. Because now you guys have opened the floodwaters. Everybody knows you guys were not the bestest of friends for the last couple of years now. So it's letting people into the fuck shit. This is why a text message would have worked out to even begin with. Now, this episode of Caresha Please to me showed me the kind of divide between them because it was a little awkward to me and it didn't seem like they were that nice and inviting to a JT during this whole interview too. Okay? This did make me sad though because I didn't think it was that to this level at all. And you know, Miami somewhere eating hot Cheetos, be like, JT sold out today. JT showed out. Popping her gums, on the phone with Saucy, in a group chat, cackling, laughing. Because they're just in shock that all of this went down in a matter of a couple of hours. Okay? Who I think was wrong in this whole situation, I do feel like JT was wrong for leading off by putting that tweet out to Saucy saying, "I better not be in the show." And also, Caresha was wrong by even interacting with that bar because you fell into the groundhog hole. That's what it was. They set a trap and they caught you quick. Now, I'm interested to see how this show is going to end up with all this drama surrounding behind it because I just don't see what more can be from the show if it's just going to be Miami herself and maybe appearances from Saucy. Like, I just don't know how much episodes that could end up being. With this whole Diddy drama, of course, it will be interesting to see what she got to say. What she can say, at least legally. But I'm trying to see what they're gonna even really put out there in regards to that, because it's like y'all can't even talk too much about that. And the way JT talking, I hope y'all didn't mention her, because she gonna send y'all a cease and desist, and y'all gonna be on Twitter ranting and cussing each other out. Let me know what y'all think down below about this whole situation. I do feel like they are better separate as artists. I've said this before on this channel numerous times than together. Okay, leave your comments down below, and we're out, babies.
No personal.